Welcome to the Week 8 edition of the Fifth Down. I'm Shannon McGrattan.
And I'm Travis Kozak. Following tonight's action, only 1 week remains in the high school football regular season, so time is running out for local teams to secure a spot in the playoffs.
Down at Whittemore, Prescott, the Cardinals entered the night sitting at 5-2 on the year, meaning a win tonight would punch their ticket into the postseason. 4-3 Hillman visiting Whittemore, hoping to keep its playoff hopes alive. Tigers down 2 at the start of the first, but not for long. Kenny Colkin showing he can run like a Tiger. Hillman up 12-8 with 3 left in quarter 1. A minute later, Jens Gillings throwing down the field to Blake Lydell. Bryce McDonald scoring on the next play, putting the Cards up 2 going into the second quarter. Gillings carrying the ball up the field this time for a Whittemore Prescott first down and setting up his buddy Ivan Loria for the score. Cardinals continue flying over the Tigers in the second half, winning Week 8 66-26 and stamping their ticket into the postseason.
A little north in Oscoda, the Owls hosting Rogers City, looking for their first win of the year on homecoming. Oscoda driving in Huron's territory in the first quarter. Cody Pintar gets the outside for a nice gain. A few plays later, Jacob Malik trying to do the same thing, but Chris Lopez tracks him down and knocks the ball loose. The Hurons hop on it and then start a nice drive of their own. After switching ends of the field at the end of the quarter, Jacob Maloka goes right up the gut into the red zone for the RC first down. The Hurons cap things off on the ground as well. Quentin Kelly punching it in from in close. Rogers City takes a 6-0 lead early in the second quarter. Oscoda responds right away. Owls showing off the passing attack. Malik connecting with Brandon Dumont. Later in the quarter, Oscoda facing a fourth down. Thomas Klein takes care of that problem, powering ahead for the first. Owls inside the 10 now, up against another fourth down. They got ice water running through their veins, though. Malik hooking up with Dumont once again, this time for the score. Oscoda takes an 8-6 lead into halftime and holds on for the 24-20 victory. Let's take a look at some other scores from around the area tonight. Alpena keeping its undefeated season alive, defeating Manton on the road 52-12. Garrett Norling had 2 scores for the Tigers, while Josh Mead added 181 yards and 1 TD on the ground. And in other non-league action, Atlanta bouncing back from its Week 7 loss, beating Mayville on the road tonight 56-43.
In North Star League action, Mayo taking down Hale 56-0 tonight. Brad Rhodes was 8 for 8 with 5 touchdown passes to improve the Thunderbolts to 7-1 on the season. In Brimley, Posen falling 40-19 this week. Nick Hinska rushed 152 yards and had 3 touchdowns in the loss.
Onaway falling 39-13 tonight at home in Ski Valley action. The Cardinals' Noah Bacon had a 6-yard rushing touchdown, while Isaac Knob hauled in a 3-yard touchdown catch in the loss. Meanwhile, out west, Johannesburg Lewiston picking up its 6th win of the season and punching its ticket to the playoffs tonight with the 50-14 win over Gaylord St. Mary. The Cardinals rushed for over 500 yards against the Snowbirds, including 188 yards and 1 score from Dylan Cushman.
Welcome back. The season started a little slow for Tawas, with the Braves dropping 3 of their first 4, but lately things have been looking up.
Tawas hitting the road tonight following wins in 2 of its last 3, looking to improve to 500 on the season for the first time since Week 2. The Braves making the trip southbound 23 to Gres-Sims, and Tawas comes flying out of the gate. Austin Brown showing what Brown can do for you, eating up a big chunk of yards on the ground before barely stepping out of bounds. That's okay though, because a few plays later, Brown finishes what he started, finding pay dirt from about 5 yards out. Braves take the early 7-zip lead. Gres not letting Tawas enjoy the lead for long. Ensuing kickoff, Brett Mazer busting a move on the return. He tells the Braves to eat his dust, and just like that, the Wolverines tie things up at 7. The rest of the first quarter belongs to the Braves, though. Jonathan Lewis finding Daniel Howe over the middle for 6. Tawas goes up 13-7. 3 minutes later, the Braves offense at it again. Brown owning the sweep play. He shows his fancy footwork and then does his best. Usain Bolt bolting into the end zone. Tawas goes up 19-7 after the first quarter and cruises to the 33-13 win over Gres-Sims.
To the Big North we go. Petoskey and their double wing offense hosting Alpena. Jump ahead to the third. Alpena's Tyler Pintar going to the air, finding Josh Bell for the game. Then they'd flip ends in the fourth. Alpena continuing to chew up yardage. This time it's Jordan Ferguson busting through the Petoskey D until he's finally brought down by Aaron Broman. Brothers Evan and Shea finding their Whitmore connection that would set up this handoff to Chase Lettingham. Alpena unable to get a score up north tonight as the Wildcats fall 20-0 in Week 8 action.